5 of Dawgtalk. Right now we're gonna go over a whole bunch of shit. We got a whole bunch of topics as we usually do. Right now I'm rocking it dolo. Cause I want to get to the fucking skate part, man. I'm sorry I'm here a little bit late. It's really pissing me the fuck off. But here we go. This is WEMBY's 27-point game. WEMBY definitely bounced back. On the last stream, he had 9 points. He was like 2 for 11 with like 5 assists or maybe 5 blocks or some shit like that, 4 blocks or some shit. And I said he was 2 for 11. He had a bad game. This game he had 27 points with like 11 rebounds and like a few blocks. So he bounced back. I'm going to talk about what the Spurs did to him afterwards. And I'm going to talk about why I think that's bad for this young man's body. You feel me? Pretty much. So we got a few different conversations coming up, bro, and I feel like I'm gonna be able to rock this shit out a little bit. Give y'all at least a 30-minute to an hour show. Yeah. Alright. I haven't officially smoked since I got off work either. Just been running around fucking handling business. Yeah. Who's the time too? Alright. Here we go, we back. Let's get into it without further ado, yo. WEMBY's first game. WEMBY's first game. Do I got this mute? I don't. Shout out to WEMBY right now, bro. I got a few different things to talk about, though. I wish I had like a panel of people to talk about it with. Type shit. But they would have to know the game a little bit. That's the other thing, too. Like, I feel like I just be knowing the game. I don't know. Here we go. Some people be saying some outrageous shit like, what the fuck? You had that? And I learned from the last stream I was doing some homework. I'm not going to have it full volume. I'm going to have it halfway so y'all can still hear the crowd and the commentators, but still hear me pretty clear.
Zipper Portland and now into the front court to vote.
Play there by Walker.
Walker with the steal. DeVoe for 3. Got it. DeVoe getting the start tonight.
Understand that.
They have implemented all the necessary guardrails for Wembanyama. There's DeVoe.
Who the fuck is this guy with the braids and this young ass jersey on the Blazers? That shit blowing me a little bit. I just want to check the stats. Right, we ain't got shit in here yet.
Field goal looking very poised.
And I'm still not close.
Barlow was the offensive rebound.
Good pass.
By Wesley for the slam.
Great pass. Little touch pass. What do you call that? Somebody hit the snooze button?
Yeah. Looked the wrong way. Murray had a notion.
Who is 54? He just look goofy. Who the fuck is this guy? Oh.
Shane Sharp got that hijacked inside.
David Robinson to Tim Duncan to Tony Parker and Manu Ginobili, right?
Yeah.
You were always coaching experienced groups. I agree with you. I thought there was the juice and verve and like joy.
Wembanyama with the midi.
Baggy. Okay, Wemby.
The 2 ball.
Hey, I met that guy. We wore the same coat to a party, and I was like, what?
He's on the board here tonight, 7-5. Portland with the lead. David Sharp working against Champagne. Gets it back. Sharp in traffic, sprays it out to the corner. Open 3 is pure.
He's in exactly the right place in my mind.
A Spurs guy. Here's Sissoko on the break. Off the steal. Nice step-through move and the slam. City Sissoko.
You'd see Timmy get chewed out as much as maybe not as much as the rest of the guys, but certainly he was coached.
Big time follow there. He sets the screen. Lonnie gets the switch. Reed's had a mismatch, but hey, Lonnie says,
I don't care about the rest of these niggas on the Spurs. I feel like I had the wrong highlight. I I need to see Wemby's 27, yo. Thank you. Yeah, I'm sorry. I was like, what the fuck? I don't give a fuck about the rest of you. I'm like, who the fuck is these other niggas on the fucking Spurs? I'm sorry about that. This is Wemby's 27 officially for the first time. So, hey, if you're on YouTube, shit, skip to fucking what? About minute 3, 4, 5 of this clip.
Juice and verve and like joy.
That's his first midi.
With the midi, knocks it home, laces the 2-ball. 9-point lead. Laces goes to the screen, Lottie inside.
Cause his Scoot hurt or some shit? Cause I don't see him on the floor. Cause that's why I was playing the full shit. Cause I was expecting to see Scoot. Why is my shit ain't pulling? Oh, this ready to blow the fuck out me, bro. Are we being dead ass serious right now? I was ready to say. They still ain't pulling like that.
I think Wemby got the 2 blocks.
Little delay set with him. Wembanyama on the wing. Goes through the legs. All right. Wembanyama from 16.
I'm not impressed by that.
Wesley behind the bar,
7-5 crossover. I'm still gotta go shooting top of you type shit. Like, I don't really.
Little midi comes off.
Shit like that is impressive. Because he didn't even jump off the ground to dunk the fucking ball, bro. He didn't even jump off the ground to dunk the ball. And I am going to clip that shit. He didn't even jump off the ground to fucking dunk the ball, bro. All that other shit is bullshit. Let me see something. Not to sound old school, but I don't want to see all that pretty boy shit all the time. Cause you that big. Look, he didn't even get off the ground. God damn.
Wemby. Okay, now.
Take this replay. Give it to him, Mark Jones. What do you see?
Tipped it to himself.
He's barely off the ground, bro.
There you go. Great timing on it. Excellent.
Wemby staring him down, and he forces the air ball. So there's the defensive impact. Nice rim run.
To back dunks.
That's what you supposed to be doing, nigga.
In transition.
Yeah.
He wants to hang his hat at the defensive end with this team.
Look, again.
Or at least build an identity that way. Wembanyama missing, got it back.
That's where you fucked up at. Your big ass should never be floating the ball. That's why the fuck you missed that. I only believe in one God. Usually people say basketball God, but God ain't letting you get that goddamn. That floater at 75, yo. That's a 75 at 7.5, bro.
Or at least build an identity that
What are you doing? What are you floating the ball up for? On this nigga though, 41? Like, I ain't gonna lie, for him to be so big, he don't really got all the moves as a big man needs. I like the dribbles and shit like that. That's pretty cute to be big and have handles and shit like that. But if you that big, it's a fucking shame and a sin not to know how to use the post, bro. Even Kobe Bryant, even Gilbert Arenas, guards that 6'4", you feel me? They know how to use the fucking post. They post up. Don't fucking float the ball or when you attacking the rack at 7'5", bro.
An identity that way. Wembanyama missing, got it back.
That's what you supposed to do the first time on a nigga. You would have had the and one from the beginning.
First of all, again, playing on the perimeter. Nice face-up, quick, decisive move. Puts it soft up on the rim. The get back.
Bro, let me check this just in case.
Wemby on the post up. Off glass, there's the touch. A fortuitous bounce, he's got 22.
He had post-up position immediately, and it's late. Now he's got to pivot to the other side, but the touch was excellent. The footwork is so good. And the patience, right? Yeah, you're under a little bit of pressure, but he's like...
Got the switch on the screen. Has an eye on it. Flashes.
He too little.
Post.
Way to use that post, but I really do want to break down which way he could have turned. Just, I ain't gonna lie, because the 7'5" thing really do kill me, dog. He plays really like dirt, though. Like, you 7'5", but you play 6'6". On defense, that's a good thing. He didn't even try. Look at the size differential and you decide this is a bad shot in the league. One, they ain't gonna put this small defender on you, and if you do fade away and hit the shot, well then so be it. Now what's cheating about that? Nobody's gonna be able to block that. But do that on bigger defenders. Like if this little nigga's on you, you is getting help this way. I want to see you try to go for the layup into this over top this nigga head, bro. Cause that's the easy points. That's what's gonna make you a Hall of Famer. You score as much points as Kareem. This shit, you gonna score as many points as Dirk. Good as career, but hey.
Nice looking turnaround. Wonderful execution. 24 in the game. DAWG with 10 rebounds. DeVoe with the sweep through.
That's one of his strong points of his game. That wingspan, he can block almost any day.
Little pitch back from Arnold. WEMBY for three.
I like that step back. That's an NBA shot right there. You didn't go for the mid range. You took a step back behind the 3-point line. That's gonna get you a lot of All right, so that was WEMBY. I want to stay on the topic of WEMBY. So we seen what he's capable of. I'm still not sold because when you get in the cage with them gorillas and them hyenas beating on their chest for real, and everybody says the NBA is like that. It's not like that nowadays, but it's a little bit more tough than what you experiencing. And yeah, you gave them niggas a cool 27, but I don't know half these niggas on this Portland team when I'm looking at the playback. So hey, all right. So basically, he scored 27. Colin Cowherd already said this man is ready to win a title, an NBA title. Look at the headline.
With Wendy's BOGO dollar deal?
I hate when I click on the wrong one, and I didn't. Why would I want to click on the Wendy's ad? Be for real. Come on.
Cut the cable with Fios Home Internet and cut your internet bill to just $25 a month.
Finally cut the cable, switch to...
So Victor Wembanyama was the story of the weekend in the NBA. The next great player, right? The best prospect since LeBron. Some scouts, for your first job interview, your first big meeting, well, not all skinny bigs get stronger. He needs to get size and length. My 3 takes over the weekend were, he needs to get stronger. Hopefully he will. Not all skinny. But if any player ever, barring injury because of his unique size and length, my 3 takes over the little ability to move, because it takes you about 3, and it's not particularly close. Those teams would blow our college teams out by 4.
All right. Anyway, you can see the title and shit like that, and you can see what type of commentator he is. He basically saying that like he think that you're ready to win a title, and I'm like, no, not off the jump. What is telling you that? Like KD has damn near the same attributes. He's like 5 inches smaller, but I would say his game was way more sharper than bruh's. And yeah, bro, like I don't think that you can say that off of a summer league game. I can only really judge him mid-November, December, Christmas game type shit. He ain't probably gonna get a Christmas game, but they might. But the league is definitely pushing the agenda, and that's what this episode is about. I wish I probably rebring this topic back up because the league is pushing the agenda. All right, cool. So this is another topic I'm gonna get in. So we jumping everywhere, agendas and other shit. You can say this is part of a league agenda. So you can read the team has decided to sit Victor for the remainder of the season. Wembanyama has played the first 2 games. So this is the problem. He even complained, 50% of the draft process I ain't play. You know what I mean? I ain't get to do anything but just, I had to do a whole bunch of fucking politics shit. The reason why we getting so many injuries is because niggas don't play no more. Like Jordan, Kobe, all these niggas used to play year round, condition their body, strengthen their body, play the games. How is he supposed to get any NBA reps if y'all shut them down after 2 games? I get that he's fragile. Y'all don't want to hurt him before the season and shit like that, but this is why players is different. LeBron James played his whole summer league. Let's look at that. If y'all want to start comparing these kids to people, bro, we got to start treating these niggas like they real athletes, yo. Is he an athlete or is he a gentle, is he a fragile thing? The reason that you giving these niggas millions of dollars is because that they can sustain and be healthy for 82 games and be professional. That should be a part of being a professional athlete, is being available to play the fucking game. If you sitting him already in summer league, he ain't got no reps. When niggas like LeBron got whole debuts and highlights and shit on this shit. Dwayne Wade, like, these is Hall of Famers. So this is my next topic, is like, yo, the reason why it's so much injuries in the league is because we allow all these players to sit down on the time. Kawhi has never healed the same because they are sitting his ass down all the time instead of, like, for example, let's think about Sean Livingston, who had not even a similar knee injury, a very bad knee injury, and wasn't supposed to play, but he played, became sixth man of the year and kept playing on that fucked up ass knee, and he had a decent career. And it's like, if you can play, you should be able to play, especially if you're healthy. I don't agree with that because that's gonna bite him in his ass because he's not gonna have the reps of when he come down for the rebound wrong and he tweak his ankle. He gonna have to get out the game immediately. Now, if you tweak your ankle before, you know about tweaking your ankle, or you're strengthening your body. That's the point of lifting weights as well. When you lift weights, the anatomy of you getting bigger is you're lifting something heavier or it's heavy and you're doing it in repetition, and it's building the muscle memory and the muscles in your cell. It's like it's telling the protein and the amino acids to build a muscle, pretty much in scientific terms, right? When it's like, oh, your body is saying to build a fucking muscle. So it's the same thing with jumping up and down and playing basketball. If your body does not know to jump up and get rebounds, to dunk on this person, to go through this physical stress, it doesn't know about that. And then if you don't do it all the time and you sit down and you on and off, it snaps like that. Let's get into LeBron's highlights. I just want to show y'all that he played a little bit. You feel he played his whole shit. This is a 3 minute and 51 second shit, and this is from multiple games. You know what I mean? All right, don't show the layup line. This is from multiple games, bro. Playing physical, not fading from the basket. You feel me? Not comparing him to LeBron James per se, but I'm comparing it to when niggas used to play the whole summer league. Wemby is how old? Chase down. I just want to see one bang out before I clip off the video. Hey. Alright. Anyway, you can see him in several different gyms. The Orlando gym, the Boston gym, all them different gyms that they used to play at. And this is back in 03, bro. Okay. I just want to see how old he is, because to be shut down already is kind of crazy. This nigga 19. LeBron probably came in the league at the same age, 18, 19. And it's like, you can't want motherfuckers to be these motherfuckers if y'all sitting them down. I think they did the same thing to school, bro. So that's just my topic on that. I don't want to be the deal horse, but I think the Spurs, you can actually look at the Spurs for starting this shit, because they had Kawhi issues. You feel me? So basically, their doctors will tell you that you can't play when you're not supposed to play and shit like that. So I think that's why they're trying to do right with this star, and then they just let this man sit whenever, and they'll sit, and even they would sit in Tim, Manu, Tony when they was getting older throughout the seasons and shit like that to win championships. So you can, I think if anything with the load management, you could look there, because they used to have the oldest team, so they usually had the load managed, and then Kawhi got hurt and they really load managed him. All right, just gave y'all a little bit of history. I am gonna bite off a little bit of what Colin Cowherd talked about, cause I thought Andrew Luck said it, but he didn't say it. Is Andrew Luck a Hall of Famer, right? And not because Colin said that. I say no, off back. Andrew Luck is not a Hall of Famer. He only played about 6 years in the league healthy. He retired pretty early, but he came in as the #1 pick, I believe. And he was supposed to take the Indiana Colts to a different height. You feel me? And he wasn't able to do that. He got hurt. So I want to look at his numbers and then compare it to some of the Hall of Fame quarterbacks. So he threw for 23,000 yards. That sounds like a fucking lot. I ain't gonna lie. 171 touchdowns and 83 interceptions. Now I don't know where the other quarterbacks rank at type shit, but let me see. I don't think he's ever won a playoff game, and he hasn't won anything big. Let's go to postseason because that matters to me a lot in football because there's only 14 games and then you gotta win them few games to be big. So he went 2012, 13, 14, and couldn't make the playoffs for 4 years and wanted to be in the Hall of Fame. When it's niggas like Lamar Jackson that's making the playoff every year, or Deshaun Watson, Deshaun Watson, Patrick Mahomes, or I was about to say another black quarterback. You feel me? So he played one game in 2012. He was a rookie probably, and he didn't do that well, and he probably lost that game. 2013 he played 2 games, so that means he had to lose that game. He played one. He played one and he lost his second game. Okay, he went 3 games too. So yeah, he never really did anything. He only played 8 playoff games, wanting to be in the Hall of Fame. All right, so now that we got that out the way, I'm tired of this ad. Let's look at Hall of Fame QB stats. Yup. Now this is the most. Now some people in this bitch that don't got as much. Okay, so he might fall somewhere in this bitch. Now how I feel about it personally, then I think this should be for all sports. Some people that niggas don't know and the game has evolved so much, you have to let him go. Now, Sid Luckman, if I pull up and he got the leather hat on, let my man's Luck get in there. He deserves it. Yep, I see it already. Alright. Respect though. He's still in the Hall of Fame. And people in his lifetime still knew that he was in the Hall of Fame. But everybody that cares that he's in the Hall of Fame is probably about to die or doesn't care anymore. Not to be harsh. So he had his time. He had his fame in the light. Give Andrew Luck that same fame in the light if you're going to give this nigga who only threw 14,000 yards a fucking thingy. But the thing is, he led them to 4 championships. So that's one thing that's one reason I can't say he's not going to make it. I think to make the Hall of Fame, you have to have stats and you have to have accolades in one. And you have to, then we talk about your impact and other shit. So that's my criteria. So he didn't really have the stats, but he had the 4 accolades to win back in the day. He probably was the first nigga that did that. Roger Staubach, let's see what he talking about. But these would be the 2 niggas that he could knock out. Captain Comeback. And he was on the Colts too. Oh, my fault. This was a Cowboy jersey. Uh-oh. Don't look like he won anything. Nope. Hasn't won anything. So I feel like he could take this man position, Roger Staubach, but not this one. And then the rest of these niggas, nah. So the question is, he could be fringe, and this is just only passing yards. And I'm pretty sure it's worse quarterbacks in the Hall of Fame. And they got him ranked from like top, the most type shit. I just want to figure out how many yards. This is championship. So there's a few motherfuckers in here without championships, but they threw the fuck out that ball. Carson Palmer is not in the Hall of Fame, is he? Okay, that's just a monitor. This is just, I think, hold on. People down here is who could make it to the Hall of Fame. But I thought Troy Aikman was in the Hall of Fame. Yeah, okay, this is people that could make it. Alright. I'm just going to go ahead and say no, because I feel like you have to win at least. He won 3 games that year. I don't think 3 games is even the fucking, your division's finals. It might be your division finals, or you have to win your division's finals game, bro. Like you have to win the AFC versus, shit. You gotta win that to go to the Super Bowl. You feel me? So if you don't win that game and don't make it to the bowl once, I just don't think it's nothing to talk about. I'm dragging out this topic. All right, the other thing was on the side of Wemby, Giannis, Jokic, and Embiid. I can't spell none of these niggas' names. Alright? With all these niggas, I think there's an agenda in the NBA, bro. I think there's an agenda, bro. This is a quick little episode, but I really think there's an agenda in the NBA because, like, for years we've been the best player. We had the best players ever. And their best players don't want to stay over there. Now, I understand that we have the bread, but they be paying motherfuckers too. And they'll pay motherfuckers an arm and a leg and more shit to stay home than come fuck with the NBA. So, if the European people are better than us, why the fuck do all they top players want to come over here and fuck with us? That's what I'm saying. No, do they has the world developed great stars from everywhere? Yes, that has happened now. But when you really think about it, it's just how African Americans are inspired by basketball in America. Them two black boys that was in fucking Greece and in Africa somewhere understood that, oh shit, I like basketball. This could be my way out. That's how a lot of niggas in the hood hoop. It's the same shit. So I don't really even count them. Like, it's like if you this color, it's like, okay, you fell in love with the sport. Jokic's probably the same shit. Like, okay, it's pro shit over there and boom. But I think as far as us, we breed the best at like hoopers because we play the game. They just coming out with they're coming out with better big men because them European motherfuckers from certain countries do be 7-footers, bro. They do be big as a bitch, and they do play the game early. But I don't think that necessarily makes them better than us. Now, they're saying that their development system is better than us because they can play and go pro at like 14, 15 or some shit like that. They don't gotta go to college or school to hoop. They can just be pros. And I'm saying if you do the same shit to our players and just tell them worry about hoop, these niggas will probably be on a different level than any of these niggas. Like imagine telling Kevin Durant, yeah, fuck school and the SAT and all this other shit and just go get buckets. Just go get buckets. Don't worry about shit else. It'd be game over. Same thing with LeBron. Don't worry about shit else. Just worry about being a pro at 14, which he pretty much was. But in other cases where niggas went to school, is like, just imagine it's like, okay, don't worry about having a fake school and shit like that. Because most of these niggas dumb as a fucking doornail. They ain't getting no fucking A's anyway. So it's like, imagine having just to be able to focus on your craft. No distractions. That's all I'm saying. That is what I'm saying. So, the question is, are European teams truly better than our college teams? So let's look up the best. And this to keep it on the subject. Let's look up the best basketball countries. Let's look it up, and we gonna look at their national team and seeing who the fuck is who, and oh, the world is getting so much better. They putting out so much better athletes than the United States when we got the most gold medals by far. Even if they just getting theirs, like they still don't even fuck with. So they got Spain on top of us this year. I don't know who joined our USA team, so I don't care about that. But let's look at the Spain national team. I don't see if I know anybody. I know Willie Hermo. I know a lot of these. Oh, they got him on here twice. Oh, in two different categories. This ain't the actual roster, my dumb ass. Free people, watch out. Trying to sell me something. They do be hooping. I just want to see the roster. Okay. This the second best team. I don't see one NBA player on this bitch. I don't see one, and this is their record. This is their shit when they play us in the Olympics. So that's one person in the world. This ain't European. Well, I guess you can call Spain Europe. They ain't fucking with us. They don't got a Paul Gasol or nothing on that bitch. You feel me? Like, I used to know somebody on that bitch. I know the Hermungas or whatever who won, whatever, but I don't know. They got Australia as number 3. They got Australia as number 3. Is that okay? So what you call it? Ash. All they got would be Kyrie if he decides. If I don't know if he claims that. And I think he played Team USA. All it would be Kyrie and Ben Simmons. And you know Ben Simmons is not playing. This can't be their national team fucking with us. This can't be their national team fucking with us, bro. This is the number 3 best team. Okay. Way better. I'm like, that's not it. That was something different. I'm like, that can't be. Okay, so they better, but they still ain't. This team couldn't fuck with us on a bad day. I'm seeing Matthew Dellavedova, Joe Ingles, and more. Thon Maker. Patty Mills, Joe Ingles, Matthew, Dante Exum, Chris Golden, Josh Green, Nick K, Jock Lackdale, Matthew Thibault. Okay. They got some notable names, but no, not fucking with us. Wasn't calling European. Argentina always had good teams since Manu, but I'm pretty sure I'm not going to know nobody on Argentina's team. I promise you. What player in the league is killing it from Argentina like that? I feel like he was in the league. Campozo. Carlos Delfino was in the league, and he was slamming on shit. He just got older, but I guess he played for the team. I don't know nobody else. Maybe Fernandez, but there's been a lot of Fernandez. Then they got France, which might have Wemby now, and a whole bunch of niggas that we don't know. But then it's like, okay, these next 3 teams, I don't see Greece nowhere. I don't see Joel Embiid's team nowhere. So these niggas is making one player, one anomaly, to come from their country that's good at the game, that might be MVP level, and now their countries is better. Now they produce better players than us. It's a media agenda. They'll let you say that all the time. And this is niggas that go to high school, that don't hoop all the time, that's not getting paid for this shit. These is niggas from the hood that's better than niggas. Or niggas that just from here that's better with all the shit that we gotta go through college, go to school and shit like that. It's not a group of country that's putting out. I need to see 2 Jokic's from Serbia. I need to see 2 Giannis's from Greece or wherever part of Africa you're from. Same thing from Joel Embiid. Now you're going to see more, because African Americans dominate the game, so of course Africans who we derive from, we're descendants of, the American just comes from us being slaves. Of course they're going to be good at the thing too, because guess what we both share in common? African. You goof? Like, you feel me? So it's like, it's the same thing with Giannis. So it's like, it's not that the European player is getting better. He's African. He's black. He's just not from here because his lineage didn't get shipped over in slave ships and shit like that. But hey, all right, we ain't gonna get into all this. We gonna keep it cool. I just want to see who France got on their team, just to make a point, bro. Just to make a point to make sure I ain't crazy and I still understand that we will kick our people's ass. Kobo is the only one in the league, and I think he played for the Suns. Batum, and they're going to have Evan Fournier, and they're going to have Wemby. Not enough. Not enough to say that they produce better players than us. Because none of these other niggas, Frank Niggas Latina, none of these other niggas don't even hoop in the fucking league, bro. It's like 3 niggas that hoop in the league, and them niggas that we be naming is all benches. Serbia is where shit get a little bit different because you gonna obviously have Jokic, bro. And I don't even see Jokic on this team right now. Jokic might have said, fuck these niggas. This year. Oh, yeah, Jokic in sight. And I'm going to tell you what. None of these niggas have stepped foot on the NBA hard floor and lasted. That's one of the European countries. Cut that shit out. They do the same thing. You know who else I'm leaving out? I'm leaving out a big name that they. The reason they dick sucking is because of these. A few of these niggas come over and they the top stars, but doesn't mean they produce better basketball than players. They just the top stars, and it's just like the immigrant mentality. They gonna come over here in our league and work harder and care about it more. Except for Jokic. Jokic don't care. He just big and good at the game. But Luka, when he first came over here, I'm gonna show these boys that I'm a pro. I care about the game. I'm gonna fuck these niggas up and care. Like, but I do think Luka's not fucking with Donovan. That's the thing that commentators don't talk about. I don't think Luka, matchup wise, stats wise, sure, and team and impact, sure. But if Luka had to guard Donovan Mitchell and Donovan Mitchell had to guard Luka, I don't think Luka wins the matchup. 9 times out of 10. Will he get him sometime? Yeah. We can go down the line with this, bro. We can go down the line. Luka and James Harden. I don't think he wins the matchup 9 out of 10 times, bro. I think he wins it he wins that matchup once or twice at this stage of James. LeBron, nobody that we well, no, he fucked Paul George up. I've seen that personally. Kawhi Leonard, anybody star to star you can throw against this nigga. I don't think he wins the matchup. Guard to guard, I don't think he wins the matchup, bro. This Slovenia team is a little bit better because they got Zoran Dragic, who knows what he's doing, and Luka Doncic. And I guess this nigga won a championship, Dawgtalk Kansa. And these niggas might be decent at playing the game. They play a very good team game. I'm not saying that these niggas are ass. These are probably the best players in their country. But even the best player in their country, besides the 2 or 3 names that we name per team, we make them look like fucking kids. Lithuania would be probably we're going to look up. I didn't know Lithuania was over Greece. Because they got Sabonis. They got Sabonis. They got Sabonis. And that's it. And Valanciunas. So they got the 2 bigs that know what they're doing in the league with probably some shooters over there. They play a team game. Do you look at this roster and think that any of these niggas that you can't pronounce is fucking with anybody over here? That's not even the real Kristaps Porzingis. This is Christopoulos Zamatias. That's not even Porzingis. And I'll probably stop at Greece because I know we got a lot of Greek players. Well, we got Giannis. So I think Giannis and his brothers play for the Greece basketball team. I think. And this is for the upcoming World Cup. And now when they be playing for the actual Olympic gold, they be a little bit different teams, but still. Yeah, because I don't see Giannis. What the fuck is this? I see Giannis up there, but not down here. Why? I see Giannis, and that looks like his 2 brothers. And a whole bunch of niggas that we don't fucking know. Let's try to do it this way. They got Giannis, Dorsey, and then both his fucking brothers averaging 0 and 3 points a fucking game. And they fucking with us. I kind of drug this topic out just so y'all can see it, and just so y'all can see that I ain't crazy. Niggas said, pew, shout out to Jay, bro. Like, niggas is ass, bro. Like, but the agenda is there. Swear to God that European players is becoming better than us. We are way better, but y'all can't throw out a full team, 12 players, that's better than the people that we throw out on a funny fucking day, yo. Let's look at our roster, because we number 2. Let's look at our roster now. That's the last thing. We number 2, and who was number 1? Spain is number 1 over us, and I showed you who Spain got. A bunch of niggas that we don't know. They might have beat us or some shit like that, but still, it's like, did we throw out our best players? We got Banchero, so they threw out the young bulls for this shit, pretty much for this World Cup. But even now, I'm telling you, none of them European players is fucking with Anthony Edwards, and he's a product of the school systems in America. Not one of them players. He wasn't even a basketball player. He was playing fucking football. But that's how talented he is. None of them is fucking with Paulo, except for the stars that I named. And even them, like I said, he coming up. This is the young niggas. Michael Bridges, none of them. Defense and shooting. Jalen Brunson, we just seen what he did. Hooping this year. What the fuck was y'all doing? Tyrese Halliburton is a hooper. Josh Hart is where it gets a little shaky on the team USA. Brandon Ingram, talented. Big as fuck. Jaren Jackson, defensive player of the year, talented. Cam Johnson can shoot the lights out. This is where it gets a little fucking tricky too. You feel me? But I think he just got drafted. Bobby Portis, this is where it gets a little bit tricky because we could have, and Austin Reeves. This not our A team. This not our B team. Fuck, I don't even think it's our fucking C team, nigga. This might be D+. This might be a D+ team, and they got us right. They're not fucking with us on a bad day. So that narrative, don't let them put that narrative out that European players is getting better than fucking the USA, bro, because of Giannis, Luka, and you feel me, Giannis, Luka, and Embiid, and the top niggas that got MVPs are in the MVP race. That don't mean shit. We still, half the league is still niggas from the United States. Why? Because niggas who? You can look at this link. This all high school niggas that went through high school and college. Cut that shit the fuck out. They're not better than us. They're not going to be better than us. I put a shit on there. And I think that's kind of where I would want. Let me see how long I'm in this bitch. 43 minutes. That's kind of where I would want to end this shit, yo. 1 second. That's where I think I can end this shit, bro. Because I want to get to the skateboarding. Pretty much, the world has. I want to see how good the world has gotten, and they haven't gotten great. We looked at some summer league shit. Now, if I did want to extend it, I am kind of interested. I need to let my phone charge, and I need to let my speaker charge for the park. So what I'm about to do is, we're probably going to watch Imani Bates and his game too, because I am interested in him. So the people I'm interested in the draft is Scoop, Imani Bates, the Twins, Cam Whitmore, and I think I said everybody. I might be leaving somebody out, but those is my people that, from what I see, can hoop. And that Cam Whitmore boy, oh my goodness. Damn, I can't even charge my speaker because them niggas, Benz, if you in the chat, you got the fucking USB for this shit, bro. I might got a spare. I don't think I got no USB like this, though. Let me see. Ain't that about a bitch. Oh, I could use my, the one I use for my game. Okay, cool. But, what I was saying was, that Cam Whitmore boy, they let him fall all the way. No, that shit ain't gonna work either. Fuck. Damn, Ben, you sold. Hopefully they bring the speaker. Let me put my phone there real quick. That last game they played against Portland, that nigga Cam was fucking hooping, bro. Cam and they had Cam and they got Sharif Cooper on that bitch hooping. Now I think the league should find a spot for Sharif. I think Sharif is the next Isaiah Thomas, the one that we just seen, not the Zeke Thomas. He's small, but I think that he can give you 27 a game if you put him in the right spot. I think he can average a lot of those, yo. That's just my thoughts on Sharif Cooper. But his size and how he got drafted by Atlanta, I think that's really gonna stunt his growth. But if he goes to a team like Utah, don't need him either because Colin Sexton. But let's just say Colin Sexton get hurt, He'd be a great backup point guard for Utah. He'll be a great backup point guard for like a contender or some shit like that. I feel like with some shit. Okay, look, they got Cam Whitmore on the fucking screen against the bro. So you know he hoops. But let's see what Imani Bates did. And it's my first time looking at Dick Grady. This is my first time looking at Dick Grady. Pause on your name. Let's check it out. I'm gonna call that nigga DG because I have to say looking at Dick Grady. Yes, I'm talking about this nigga, but it sounds like I'm talking about looking at Dick. We gonna talk about looking at DG or Grady. Pause.
But I love the way he plays the game and plays the position.
Well, he does have the ball to start the game, and he had an amazing debut the other day. And it gets around the horn.
So this Cleveland team, who gave trouble to or beat the ass of somebody else, I think they should really beat on this Raptors team. I don't know what Dick Grady about to do, but
the three is off. Bates with the board. Up top to
oh!
Mobley. And that's your first block. Well, there's Mike Garrity, Cleveland Summer League head coach. And there was a great opportunity.
What am I doing, fellas?
Summer League, right? His confidence kicks in. Like I say, he's got a big personality, and I think he'll be a crowd favorite.
Merrill doesn't have an issue making shots.
I don't know who White Boy is,
He's going to be a crowd favorite.
and it's pissing me off because they give him a lot of touches, a lot of shots, and I promise to God he's not gonna make the Cleveland roster. Sharif might not either, but he's not, and they let him shoot more than Sharif. I don't like that.
He will figure it out. Talk to him briefly before the game. He was a little nervous in his first game. And as he shoots it right there, guys,
Grady.
he sees it go to the net a few times. Chris, you'll be on point all the time.
Merrill.
See, and then he shoots a lot of fucking bricks. Let's count how many bricks he shoot this game. 1.
Mobley hitting the glass. The pump
Ooh.
and the make over.
I think he should. I think that's Evan Mobley's brother, Isaiah Mobley. I believe he deserves a roster spot.
Dip on the baseline. Grady Dick misses, but gets his own board and connects. Victor Wembanyama, his second game on Summer League. Isaiah Mobley, throw it down, why don't you? 7 points here in the first 4 minutes.
Monty about to pull up. He about to pull up. He raised. He like, I feel it.
Ooh.
Baseline.
You can see it in the...
Grady Dick has been aggressive here in the first quarter. And he makes the crowd go wild with the jumper over Sam Merrill.
He's one of those players that the crowd, for whatever reason, they're going to root for him.
What happened in Summer League where the Stars got the lion's share of the shots because that's who we wanted to see?
It seems like, well, they got the answer on their G League team. When you see what he's doing here today, do you think he deserves a shot with the big club?
Well, he's going to get a shot.
And then people like Kyle Kuzma that had game, they would appear too because you would need somebody to pass the ball to. But like for example, I think 40 gonna get some minutes too. I don't know his name.
All the way up the floor,
What's his
no
name?
one stops him.
On the defensive side of the ball.
40 might. I think they drafted 40. So 40, yeah, they drafted 40. Yeah, they did draft 40. They either drafted 40 or 40's playing out his mind. And he'll be one of them submissions where we say like, okay,
Tough guard play.
yeah, he ball on the Kyle Kuzma level.
And
He
then
hoop.
developing the offensive players. But he's
That's bad defense by Sharif. I don't know what type of zone they was.
The head coach of the Cleveland Cavaliers, J.B. Bickerstaff. You know, first and
You
foremost,
see, he
thank
getting the
you for
ball.
taking some time and spending it with us. We see you over there.
They
Tom.
fucking them up.
the system offensively and defensively.
Ooh.
And they're taking on a leadership.
Pass it to Imani, bitch.
So it's not just about the development on the court. It's an opportunity.
That's what I'm saying. Like these niggas want a roster spot so bad. I can see how Summer League is a little bit toxic now. Like it back in the days, like the coach would make these niggas pass that shit to Imani Bates to get the shot off. We want to see Imani Bates versus this nigga, but that was a good bucket.
and the excitement that the Sphere has caused, you know,
Cause we about halfway through the highlights.
for the Summer League. Ooh,
Moses.
You get shit like that, you get shit like that.
go ahead, Moses Brown. Whether they trade for it or whether they find it in the draft, you have to give them
See shit like that, like he's going on fast break.
Harper on the finish.
Them the buckets you get.
size, but then their intellect when they handle themselves. Kareem as, you know, an older statesman, dropping wisdom, giving knowledge.
He made the observation about what he did defensively, the 5 blocks, and his ability to find his teammates.
I looked
I gotta play better defense.
And challenge all the time by length, size, and jumping ability.
Jump over Grady Dick,
That's a good move.
and he gets it to drop. Mobley bringing it up the
Good
floor.
pass, Mobley.
Porter for the putdown.
I think your last name Porter. It'd be a damn shame if number 40 don't get a roster spot. I tell you that much. I'll give him a roster spot over Sharif.
Do that.
I'll give him a roster. I know that's crazy after what I just said about Sharif, bro, but yo Bacon, could be good on the league too. Washington Wizards him or some shit.
High screen and roll. Well, inside to right. 3 seconds. Porter beats the clock. Jump.
Ooh!
He was 0 for 8 from the
Ooh! Yeah.
And that's the round with the rebound. And one.
Who got that?
The Raptors desperately needed notes. You're gonna be like, I forgot to mention it.
God damn. Can you get the ball to Sharif or Imani? Can I see their ball handling? Their decision making? Why the fuck is Isaiah Mobley picking the ball up?
We talked about this.
Thank you. Sharif passing that bitch off.
Both of these guys trying to prove they can do all of the things.
Morrow gets another. He gonna jack that bitch.
To stick
He shoot more than Imani Bates. God damn.
Teams, they have 2 to 3 good scores already. So they're looking
They
at
like this kid.
players that can defend,
If he don't hit,
stop people from scoring. But if you
I'm
got
gonna hit my bitch ass up. Merrill's his name.
needed outside shooting.
yeah, well, look at Wop.
Okay, he hot.
Time on top.
I mean, just straight
3-point range.
straight killer.
I mean, but he's getting the fucking shots though.
It's the NBA level. Isaac Martin.
They looking Imani off half the fucking time.
You know, that's an excellent point. But what I'm watching and what we're seeing here,
Good block.
is good officiating.
Oh, who?
Flex on him. Over Merrill kicks it out to Wieskamp.
Damn.
Left. Travers catches the touchdown.
Cherry
pass.
picking ass.
Porter. Jump. And he kicks it out at the last second.
Yaga.
To dance. It's almost hit that jumper on the baseline.
But I want to tell this story about Larry Nance. Larry Nance and Brad Daugherty. So we all on the All-Star team together. You know, change motors and everything else.
40 cooking, yo.
Brad Daugherty is talking about
Give it back to
how
him.
he likes to go to.
Oh my goodness, he can hoop.
And I'm thinking like these two.
He gonna break that down.
You know, car races.
He gonna break that bucket down.
You know, change motors.
So he shakes and bakes his ass in the beginning. Doesn't have anything. Passes up to his teammate as he's supposed to because he didn't have anything. He thought he beat him.
Else.
Oh, he did beat him, my fault. But then he seen that help, so he kicked it off to the corner.
Brad Daugherty is
Yo dribbles up a little bit.
talking about.
He spaces the corner right instead of staying down there. He could have congested the lane, trying to post up, try to do some dumb shit, but he pops back out to the 3.
He likes to go.
But then, yo thinks he's popping out to the 3. He immediately cuts back. You can see him off guard. He wasn't expecting that. He thought he was going to stay stagnant for a backdoor bucket. Good motion. Way to get a bucket for your team, create a bucket for yourself.
You know, car races. And I'm thinking like these 2 great basketball players.
Schuler has to get it up. He's off. Raptors on the break. Nimhard.
Hey.
Great conversion. Starters on the floor for the most part for the Raptors. Noel to the bucket and 1.
That's an assist.
Now within 14.
He's small as a bitch.
Noel. Hogue for 3. 11-point game. Kicks it out. A beautiful pass.
Well, when you don't let your stars shoot the ball. Sharif, I haven't seen Sharif shoot a bucket.
On the break.
Iman, you can follow. That's his first take of the game I seen. Second take.
Looking for the call, did not get it. Bates.
Good pass.
Swings it to Nance.
Assist.
Corner. That might be
When you put the ball in his hands, he create offense. He just got a putback bucket that he had to get, and then he just got an assist.
Big man bodying inside McCormick. McCormick out of Kansas.
All right, they don't got none of them in the game right now.
And a strong take. Nance open at the top of the key. In the game. Before you continue, let's.
I don't think that's Larry Nash Jr., but that might be.
Right, so Carlos Boozer's son, Cameron Boozer. both
That
are-
is Nash. They got Larry Nash in the summer league. They got him in the summer league. That's kind of a slap in the face. Let's figure out who's who. Monty Bates. We know about Sam. They got Isaiah. So Pete Nats. I don't know. He might be the son of Larry Nats because he playing for the Cavaliers. I know they had Larry Nats Jr. before. Okay. All right. So we can stream there. My takeaway from that, I think DG can pass the ball. He can shoot a little bit. He got a little bit of a game to him. I would like to see him get fed the ball more, and I don't think this would have been a blowout. I would like to see him decide to flow the game a little bit more in summer league, but I liked it. Isaiah Mobley's ready for the league. I think he's ready to play, put him in there, and I think Imani Bates is ready. But I gotta give him more touches so I can really see what's going on with it. But I think he be having the handle. He got the step back Jimmy already. I think his player comparison right now would be Tyler Maxey. In my opinion. But I think we did an hour by ourselves easy. Yeah, 57 minutes. So I'm gonna end it here, and I'm gonna get to the skate park for my day 2 of training. But I appreciate everybody for tuning in, and thank y'all for stopping by. 3 people all the time. Like I said, this was big on Twitch. I needed 3 people consecutively to be affiliate. I had to follow it, so hopefully I can keep working, play the new games that come out, 2K24 and whatever comes out in 2023, ending in 2024, starting to get the followers up. But I appreciate y'all, and the music show, you got to catch on here too. But I'm doing a whole different thing to get the traffic going on. So hopefully all that shit to keep going. But I'm gonna keep streaming no matter what. I appreciate y'all boys for stopping by, and I'm out. Shout out to Benslow. I say V-Long, J-V-Long dropped the comments, so shout out to him during this stream. Shout out to my nephew, the chick, for always being a rock star, and I'm out of this bitch.